Hi, I'm Miao. Welcome to watch my video about Beijing daily life. I hope I can give you some advice about traveling in Beijing. I'm having jiajiang today. Jiajiang is the most famous noodle in Beijing. Every city and every place has its own noodles in China. And the jiajiang is a symbol of Beijing. Actually, we didn't eat jiajiang at a restaurant. My mom and everyone's mom would just make a big batch of sauce and store it in the fridge. So we could just boil the noodle when we wanted to eat jiajiang. It's delicious and convenient. My mom and many aunties of mine always said it is very easy to cook, especially when they want to persuade me to learn how to cook it. But I don't like cooking, and I don't have the talent of cooking. I don't know how to make the sauce of jiajiang. And after I started working, I looked for the restaurant with good flavor of jiajiang. And then I found one nearby my home. It's affordable and has been around for many years. But unfortunately, that restaurant couldn't get through the pandemic. It closed. So I started to find another new restaurant with good flavor of jiajiang. And then I found a really popular restaurant named Fengzhuanchang Jiajiang restaurant. It is a Michelin recommended restaurant. It originally started in a hutong, so the name Fengzhuanchang is also the hutong's name. It's not an old establishment, but rather than a new famous one. They now open many branches in Beijing, so it's very easy to find. And now I'm at Fengzhuanchang Jiajiang restaurant. Fengzhuanchang Jiajiang is popular with the tourists and young people, and you can see many guides also recommended this restaurant. You know, this kind of restaurant, the internet famous one, some of them have good flavor and some of them are not. And this one, I think their flavor is good and is worth to try. And also, I often come since I find it. But all of this internet famous one have one thing in common, is they are really good at marketing. I think this kind of restaurant replaced the old Beijing restaurant. Like I just mentioned, the jiajiang restaurant I often went before. Now let me order first. Let me show you what the Beijing jiajiang is. You ordered this food through WeChat QR code. Every table has the QR code. You scan it and you can order. This is jiajiang. Also some old Beijing snacks. But I only eat jiajiang here. See the noodles. They just boiled the noodles. This is the sauce of the noodles. My noodles is here. Where's the noodles? It's under this. And look at the sauce. The sauce of jiajiang is made of stir-frying yellow bean paste and sweet bean paste. And jiajiang is served with various vegetables like the cucumber, the beans, celery, and cabbage, something like that. And if we eat at home, we don't fast as much. We just eat the 炸酱面 with the cucumber. You know, this need a lot of work at home. And first, we put the sauce into the noodle. Oh, we call this vegetables, 菜码. It means it is served with 炸酱面 noodles. I will take a bite. I'm so hungry. You know, the sauce looks ugly maybe, but it tastes so aromatic. And with these vegetables, added the noodles, a refreshing taste. Look at this green one. It's garlic. We call it 腊八 garlic. 腊八 is a festival just before Spring Festival. So we usually make 腊八 garlic at this festival. You put the garlic into a jar with full of vinegar. This is vinegar. So after maybe 20 days, you can get the green garlic. And this garlic is free. One garlic, one bite of noodle. The sauce of 炸酱面, except soybean paste and sweet bean paste. Also, you have to put the diced pork. I forgot to mention just now. Yeah, this is the key of this sauce. The diced pork. See? I finished my noodle, but this restaurant can add noodle and the sauce free. So I ordered the noodle and the sauce. 哎，谢谢。哦，你放哪儿就行，谢谢。See? Without the timer, the various vegetables, only sauce and noodles. So I have some, something left. So I will put this in my bowl. In fact, you know what? This is the second time I order the noodle. My first time, my second time. So I eat 3 bowls of noodles because I only eat one meal a day, so I'm so hungry. My last bite. No. Do not waste, okay? And the garlic for the ending. Last time, I overheard two persons talking in Summer Palace. They are tourists. They said Beijing 炸酱面 tastes awful and cost over 100 yuan. I think they must have been ripped off. You know, do not eat 炸酱面 near any tourist spots, tourist area. If you walking around the attractions in Beijing, you will see that kind of restaurant with no branding at all and only sign for old Beijing 炸酱面 restaurant in big characters. Avoid them at any cost because they are overpriced and taste terrible. If you want to try 炸酱面, and also I recommend you have to try 炸酱面 when you visit Beijing. You can come to Fangzhuanchang. At least this restaurant is a chain brand restaurant, and you will have a good experience here. There are two kinds of 炸酱面 you can order here. One is Grand Pass 炸酱面. The name is Grand Pass 炸酱面. It is served with 6 vegetables, just like I ordered today. And then another one is the name is Ours 炸酱面. It is served with 13 vegetables, and the sauce is a little different because the pork, only the meat is different. I think it's very hardly to taste the difference about the meat. So my suggestion is to order the 6 vegetables is okay. The Grand Pass 炸酱面, and it's also the cheaper one, only 25 yuan for one bowl. It's very cheap, and you can don't forget you can add the noodle and the sauce for free.
Wow!
You know what? I think 炸酱面 is more than just a food. It's a taste of nostalgia. For Beijing locals, no matter how old we are and where we are, one bite of 炸酱面 brings us back home. And do you have any food represent the taste of home? Welcome to tell me, leave a comment and let me know, okay? Thank you for watching my Beijing vlog. All my videos are about Beijing culture and Beijing life. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, see you next time. I'm so full now. Bye bye.